So experiment a little and try out some pairings of your own. Sweet and savoury, spicy and subtle. The great thing about chocolate is that it's surprisingly versatile. Of course, you can always indulge in it on its own, but it really comes to life when teamed with other flavours. It's a culinary secret that chocolate loves savoury. One of my favourite examples brings chocolate and tomatoes together in a sumptuous sauce. And it's a truly comforting dish. This recipe with the rich tomato sauce, the meatballs and the pasta is a real crowd pleaser. It will have your family coming back for seconds. And what I love about adding a bit of chocolate is it takes the tomato sauce to another level. So I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan. And then you want to take some good quality sausages and you're just going to open up the casing so you can squeeze out like a little ball-sized meatball, like about that size there. They're really super quick meatballs. Just squeeze it out like that. Those sausage meatballs are smelling, oh, just divine. Next, cook penne pasta in a large pan of boiling salted water. Dice 1 onion and put the meatballs to one side before frying the onion in the same oil. In they go. So I've got a tin of tomatoes here. I've got cherry tomatoes, but you could use regular plum tomatoes. Tin cherry tomatoes are one of the things I always have in my cupboard because they're so versatile. They have this lovely sweetness, that rich tomato flavour, and they're so great in a tomato sauce. Next, everyone's favourite ingredient. I've grated 40 grams of dark chocolate. Look at that colour we're getting. What I love about adding chocolate to a tomato sauce is not only adds that a little bit of bitterness and that depth of flavour, it also gives a creaminess and like a silky kind of smoothness to the sauce. Just going to add a little red wine vinegar. It's just to balance out that kind of sweetness from the tomatoes and that bitterness. A bit of acidity always brings out the flavours, kind of enlivens it. A grind of black pepper adds warmth. Just going to have a little taste to check the balance of flavours. You've got the tomato notes, but then you have that little warmth and that depth of flavour you get from the chocolate and that smoothness on the tongue. It's unexpected, which I like. Food is supposed to surprise you. It can't always be the same. I mean, tomato sauce is great, but sometimes you need that little extra special, ingredient to bring it to another level, and that's what chocolate does. It's also giving it a beautiful finish. The meatballs are perfect for this rich sauce. Now, what I like to do with my pasta is actually use a slotted spoon instead of pouring all the water away, because that salty water is actually going to help with my sauce. Look how that sauce coats the pasta. It's so shiny and glossy. It's beautiful. There. Now, if you know me, you know I love cheese. Can never have enough. And cheese and chocolate work surprisingly well. It's that saltiness with the chocolate which works well. So the saltiness in the Parmesan is just a great match with that chocolate flavour. Sprinkle on the parsley and to finish off, a little glug of olive oil. Just a little drizzle. Oh, it smells so divine. I'm going to have a taste. I mean, this is the perfect example of how chocolate can work so well in savoury dishes. If it's your first time trying chocolate in a savoury dish, this is the recipe you should try out. Classic tomato and meatball sauce, add a bit of chocolate, and then suddenly you're like, how have I not had tomato sauce with chocolate before? Chocolate really does offer something for everyone, especially when combined with savoury flavours.